Hey everybody, Eric here from Nomadic Fanatic. Hope you guys are doing well here in Sholo. Today they forecasted a very high wind day, gusts of over 55 miles an hour. It's been a while since I've reported high wind. There's always a breeze here, but every once in a while when they say it, it's like, okay, everything has knocked down, everything except my motorcycle has fallen over today at some point. See, right now it's calm, then all of a sudden feel like getting smashed by a truck at 55 mile an hour. It's pretty intense. So I've got my hat on, buttoned down. Also, these are my new tanks, guys. Thanks for joining me on the channel, guys. I will be uploading this video with some Canadien internet. Check out the video description below for unlimited high-speed internet. I got a screaming good deal on some food grade 55-gallon water jugs with caps on the top, but out here you gotta be quick because they disappear quick. I saw the ad, I hopped in the truck, I got his last 4 of these for 10 bucks a piece with caps, and another steel 55-gallon drum with a lid for a future fire pit or maybe something else, 25 bucks for that. I took the last literally 5 containers he had. So would not have been able to do that if I didn't have the truck. Projects today. We're working on in here, and to those that said, you know, Eric, you just need to insulate it. Just everybody insulate the building and then you won't have any problems. You can't just insulate it. If you insulate it, then I gotta pull everything back off because I need to wire this thing. I need to plumb it for water. So that's what I'm doing. Don't worry, guys, I'm insulating the building. Relax. But first, show you what we're doing. By the way, I am not an electrician or a plumber. This is just a 10 by 20 shed, so it's a hobby. I don't have to do anything to code. So definitely don't do what I do. I am making this up as I go. I watched a bunch of YouTube videos. But I got some 12-2 Romex here, 250 feet. I know that seems like a lot, but we're running different lines. We're gonna have 2 more breakers up here. So I ran this down. I drilled holes into the wall for 2 lines going this way. Right here I want an outlet, so I cut it and put these out for outlets, and then these are gonna continue down for 2 more lines. And that's right, I am making my own washing machine inlet box and output. Again, I watched some YouTube. So this is at the right level for the washing machine to be at. Hot and cold, but we're just gonna have cold to start. This is the drain that comes down into a P-trap. This is close to code. Usually, and this will go down out to the septic, but this would usually go to your roof line. Since we're just doing it our own way, I picked up one of these vents. So, kind of solves the problem, but just kind of positioning exactly where the washer and dryer is going to go, and then once I dig down into there, we can start gluing these pieces together and get the washer and dryer installed here with their own outlets. Here will be the outlet for the dryer. The other one over there will be for the washer. Okay, so it's been hot today. It's been very warm in here, even with the window open and 2 fans going and my ceiling fan above the camera, but decided to take a, well, actually, I almost forgot that it's Margarita Monday for Diana and I, so we are on our mission to test out every Mexican restaurant in Sholo, Pinetop, Lakeside, all 29 of them, I think it is. We did El Patron tonight, and fantastic mole chicken sauce on my, oh my gosh, it was so good, guys. And yeah, the margarita's awesome. Now, it's cooled off, it's time to go back to work. Again, all you professionals, don't worry. This is just a hobby of mine in a shed. Like I said, I'm doing it my way, which I think you'll appreciate when you see the final outcome in this video. But I've drilled all the way underneath here. This pipe is loose going down. Everything is kind of test fit here. Everything is pretty much where I want it for the washer. The dryer is going to go here. Got my outlets to put in here tonight. So I'm going to go ahead and sand up all of the edges. Just kind of rough them up with some 200 grit sandpaper, and then I'll be bonding all the pipes with this Christie's Red Hot glue. This PVC pipe, you do not have to have a primer. It's an all-in-one. So it's just, but you got to go quick because I think it sets very, very quick. There's no undos once you use this. So yeah. Also, I'm trying to do this all myself, doing nothing but watching YouTube videos. so I'm sure I'm missing some stuff. Don't worry, I'm probably going to figure it out by the end of the video. I've talked to Danny a couple times about the power situation because some stuff over here confuses me. I do have 3 open ports in my fuse box here. So I got the right 20 amp breakers to do this side. And I'm going to use the 3rd one later to run to the other side. I want 2 outlets over there for my office area. I really want to have a studio, like an office area for making videos here in the blue shed. But these 2 we're going to work on this wall with these 2 legs here. And tonight I'll be turning off all the power and figuring out how to wire these up into this system here. But off camera, I'm jamming to some music, which will give me copyright flags. So hang tight, I'll get back to you. Oh, it's blue. Nice. I thought it was going to be red for some reason. Okay. Alright, so this stuff dries quick. Put some around the inside here. Put some along the outside here. And oh, it smells so good. Don't worry, it's well ventilated in here. Hold that for 10 seconds here. And because this is the P-trap area that's going to hold water, I'm going to put some extra on there just to be safe. Yep, just like that. Oh yeah, perfect. I'm sure everyone's gonna say you don't need to do this, but I'm doing it anyway. I'm doing it anyway, because I can. Because I do everything wrong. Alright, everything is sealed. I love that blue color. I may have overdid it in a few places, but I don't think there's such thing as overdoing it. I don't want leaks in between my walls. So, we're gonna let that sit and work on something different right now. See, to me, this is when projects start really getting fun, because every time you walk in, everything is gonna look so much different and rewarding. So, the wire that we're using is rated for 20 amps. That's why we have a 20 amp breaker and 20 amp outlets, and I'm being really different. Yes, black outlets. And I got black faceplates. Why? Because I can. So, okay, guys, I watched a YouTube video. Be the ongoing joke of this entire video series here in the garage. Probably a better tool for doing this, but I'm gonna use what I got. Okay, bend these like that to get a good curl on them. Actually, I think I did study electricity in high school. High school, I think. I did shop and electricity, and I was somewhat knowledgeable. You know, I understood basically how to do things like this. So, all right. Gold is positive black, and silver is negative white. So this should go on there like that, and then screw that in. Don't do what I do, guys, but obviously everything's off. I haven't even connected any of this Romex yet, so no worries there. And then white goes on the other side. Okay, let's screw that one in there nice and good, and then this goes to the green. Okay, get that one nice and tight, and one outlet down. That is my dryer outlet. And if you guys missed my previous video, I purchased a propane dryer. So it does not run on 240 volts, but propane. But it does need some AC to power the dryer. So next I'll wire up the washing machine 20 amp breaker outlet, and that ties into a 4-way over here where I'm going to have 4 more outlets. This will just be for other stuff to plug in, probably when I'm not using the washing machine, I would guess. Yeah. I'm not working hard. I mean, I'm going at my pace, drinking a few beers in between while doing electrical. Wait, Eric, that's okay. We're not hooking anything up tonight, but I'm feeling really good about it. Gosh, it's so much fun just doing it on your own, you know. So again, dryer outlet on its own breaker. later because we have the propane dryer. We still have to do the big 4-inch out vent, and as well as hook up propane tanks. The washer is basically ready, except for right now I'm going to bypass the 1/2-inch PEX input, and we're going to do something different for the water input. But the output is ready to go once we hook this up to my septic system. Again, there's the other plug, the 20 amp for the washing machine. And guys, I even went ahead and installed a quad outlet right there. Well, dual outlets with 4 hookups. This is on the same line as the washing machine, so just something to keep in mind as far as how many amps I'm pushing, but I'll be able to plug lots of stuff into that, lights and computers and stuff like that. So now we're getting really close to where I can physically go buy insulation and insulate half of this, that whole side, this whole side, and then put drywall up and actually start moving towards that eventual goal of having this blue shed bathe the blue box completely insulated. But, you know, had to get some stuff ready here. I think we will be washing a load of laundry tomorrow in this video. It is already actually midnight, and I want to go watch a movie with Diane, so I'm going to call it quits, lock it up, and we'll see where we get tomorrow. Hey, did you just get back from the laundromat and now you're drying outside? The Taterland laundromat! Well, the inaugural wash is complete.
The luxuries of boondocking.
Diana's gonna air dry them here, but I'm gonna be working on the dryer today. The first load is officially complete here with our new off-grid washer. Hi, Ian. He's such a good boy. Kitties everywhere here. I'll show you what's going on inside. I need to finish the dryer before this other load. We got our second load in there right now. Wait, where did I leave off? I installed the new 20 amp breaker here with one of the lines of 12-2. This one still needs to be installed, and it's going right there. I had to make a special trip to Home Depot to get the right ones. That was the wrong one. I need to return that. This is the right ones. But, so the bottom line is hot. The top line is not hot yet. I've got my refrigerator plugged into my new outlet there, right there. And the washing machine is going. We selected cold tap because we only have the cold running right here, the cold, and then I put a cap over the hot side just so it doesn't blow back and come back out that way. The drain is right there going to the outside, and heavy duty right there. I'm gonna pause it real quick so it unlocks. It's a water efficient washing machine, but it does have the center agitator, which, guys, I gotta have this. I'm just not impressed with the new front load washers. I need the middle agitator, and this is a energy efficient version of the old school style washers. So we did that. I need to drill out for the exterior exhaust for our propane dryer. Danny came in late last night and installed all of the hookups and conversion kits for propane with all the right propane gas tape going into this. This is very, very temporary just to see how it works. I've already sprayed all of my connections to make sure there's no propane leaks. There are no leaks. It is on. So this will eventually go outside to an additional tank, but it'll be a good test. And then I'm going to drill the exhaust port right there outside. So drill bit, reciprocating saw. Let's do it. Doesn't really need to be that long, but it fits. All right. All right, just finished up, and the washing machine is draining, getting ready to rinse. I have that zip tied, I can't pull that out, but yeah, at least there's no leaks in my plumbing. I'm so happy to see that. On the dryer side, I did have to bring the dryer out a little bit, but we got this hooked up. I had a little bit of trouble with this cheap clamp to get it on there, but twists around, connects into there. Again, I don't have this outlet hot yet, so I'm only gonna run one at a time. Once this gets done with its rinse and spin, I'm gonna put it in here, fire this up, and see if this $25 gas propane dryer works. We're gonna see. even if it doesn't ignite the propane, if there's a problem, at least we got everything hooked up. We can still air dry it, which will help dry it. It'll take ambient air to spin it. I know it spins. I just don't know if it ignites the propane and heats yet. So we'll wait for this last rinse cycle and test things out. All right, wash load complete. Fantastic. Let's transfer them over to the dryer and see how this goes. Put some mounts in there. And let's see. Let's do a time dry. Okay. Check this real quick. Yeah, it's good. All right, here we go. Woo! How do I know if it's heating though? I guess we just have to wait and see. Or we could come out here and just kind of feel it. It feels a lot of junk in there that's still popping out. Actually, I think it's getting warm. It is getting warm. Yes! So I'll tell you what, it is hot to the touch on the outside. This dryer absolutely works, and I don't know the mechanics of how natural gas or propane works. There has to be an igniter. I don't know why the previous owner got rid of this for 25 bucks. But I tell you, I'll take a win. I will take a win. And no leaks and venting out perfectly. We'll change the propane input here later, right underneath it with the tank outside. But man, I'm very, very happy about that. I want to see if the automatic part works. So let me open it up here. Yep, everything is, oh, it smells different than an electric dryer, but that's awesome. I'll go ahead and put it on, I guess, energy preferred, because there's more dry and then there's energy preferred. So I'll put it on there. And again, it still sounds like there's some debris and dust that kind of comes out when you first start it up, but I assume that when you tap that, that's when the igniter kicks on propane. So we'll see if this turns off automagically. Well, guess what? Everything came out good and dry, huh? Oh, yeah. Nice and warm. Fantastic, a propane dryer. That really, because since we bought a brand new washing machine, it's nice that we got this one for 25 bucks, huh?
Yes, definitely.
Yeah, and thank you, Danny. Danny helped us a little bit with the propane stuff too there, but we are in business, yeah. Anyways, pretty cool. We had a pretty good couple of days putting stuff together, and like you guys know that have been following me for a while, when I set my mind to something, I see it through. I don't always know how that's going to work out in the end. There's a lot of guessing and learning and trial and error and mistakes. There's lots of mistakes, okay? Eventually I want to get the hot and cold 1/2-inch PEX shark bites connected and put outside so that we can actually have hot water through. What I was thinking is having an instant hot water heater on the other side of this shed right here that's covered with the rain with a propane tank so that we can actually have hot water. Although, I'll be honest, if I had to go the rest of my life with just cold water washes, I would probably be okay. But, I'm done with laundromats when I'm here at Taterland. Obviously, I'm going to be back to laundromats as soon as I leave here. But for right now, this is nice. This is fun. And more importantly, we are one step closer to insulating most of this shed, okay? So coming up very, very soon, we'll be taking Paul's truck to Home Depot, getting some insulation, stapling that in, and then I gotta pick drywall or plywood. Yeah. Guys, be well. I'm tired. I'll see you in a few days. Bye.